You are now entering the Back in Time podcast.
We came, we saw, we kicked its ass.
You're killing me, Smalls.
I'll be back.
Folks, where we're going, we don't need roads.
Bueller.
My mom always said life was like a box of chocolates.
Keep the change, you filthy animal.
Here are your hosts, Kyle and JD.
Welcome to 2021, JD. Man, it has been a little while since we've talked, over 30 days, probably the longest we've gone without talking in the five seasons now that we've been doing this. This is Kickoff the season 5, man. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good, a little pissed at you. I wished you a happy New Year's and I asked you how things were going and you just didn't respond to me for about a week or so in there. And you just on your own little separate planet. So how things are going with me, Kyle, my 2021 starts with being pissed at you.
Perfect. Well, we're off to a great start, which we normally are.
I love it. Wouldn't trade it for the world.
Par for the course.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, it's been a little while. I am curious. I mean, it's clear that you haven't had a haircut in a while. It's clear that you've also stopped shaving. So what's going on? Like, are you living in a van down by the river? How the hell are you?
It's more of a station wagon, and it's not by a river, it's by a creek. So there's a whole hell of a lot less fish to be had. It's more like crawdads that you're just picking apart and getting little tenets of meat out of them. Eat a lot of grubs, but that's acceptable. But outside of that, it was nice to close out 2020. I know the podcast was a little bit quiet, so apologies for longtime listeners that were waiting for episodes and we just didn't deliver on the content.
That's on me. 100% on me. My batteries were at 0 and I'm totally recharged. And I know some of you were like, well, you kept recording with Pat. Yeah, we did a couple episodes in the can with Pat, but yeah, that one pretty much stopped as well. So took a total break, 2-3 weeks off, and now I am ready to recharge and get back at it.
And you know what, Kyle, you deserve it. You are a hardworking individual. You are a family man. You are a entrepreneur. You are the American dream. So, styling and profiling all day long. So more people. Woo! There it goes. I knew it was coming. That's what she said.
Well, I want to look back on 2020 a little bit. We didn't get a chance to do that. I did put out a best of episode, which I know you don't listen to the podcast, but I clipped together pretty much every single guest that we had from the year. And just like our intro for them coming on the show, like, oh, welcome to the show, Anna. And she's like, hey, thanks for having me. So excited to be guest of the year, which we need to pick at some point. Maybe we make that a separate episode. I haven't decided yet. But man, what were some of the highlights for you from the past year?
Jeez, I mean, for longtime listeners and new listeners, newbies, friends, family, lovers, and the criminally insane, as it were. I mean, the one episode that really stands out the most to me is when we did with Big Ben the Cleaning the Closet CD collection episode. That was and Anna and Palindrome Jedi was on there as well, and we did the nasty with the quarantine closet cleaning, and we looked at the CD collection that were in boxes. Yours were in nicely labeled early November caskets, but what can you do?
Sure.
Geez, and so no, I mean, we did a lot, we covered a lot, and it was, given the scope of what everybody's dealing with and what we're continuing to deal with, and who knows what the hell the future is going to bring, but we're dealing with it and we're living it and we're loving it. So yeah, thank you for listening. Thank you for checking in. I guarantee you 2021 audience is going to be effing fantastic.
I mean, it really has to be at this point. It's got to be better than 2020.
Oh
But
shit, we got season 3 of Cobra Kai right off the bat.
we did. I know you're getting through it now. I've already been through the entire year. I can't wait to talk about that with you once we get to the end of that season. And yeah, man, and I wanted to kind of talk about a few of my favorite episodes. By the way, our most downloaded episodes of the year, I don't know if this will come as any surprise to you because it was kind of the same for last year, but top 5, both 2 top 5 episodes were the top 2 episodes. Number 1 was top 5 1987 movies. Great year. Number 2 was top 5 songs of 2000.
Oh,
which
jeez.
I know Anna was part of, and I believe Dave maybe on that one. I'm going to pull that one up for verification. And then tied for number 2, Teen Wolf.
Nice.
How about that?
Love it. If obviously all in our archives, but if you've seriously not listened to the Teen Wolf episode, and if you've not checked out Teen Wolf, because I feel like it's an underrated movie, and I spoke to it in spades when we did the episode, and we had a guest on that, didn't we?
For which one?
For Teen Wolf.
No, I believe Teen Wolf was just me and you. Yeah, it was.
For some reason, I thought we had Paranormal Pat was on it for some reason. But...
No, but I was just about to correct myself real quick. I missed an episode. Actually, the number 2 episode of the year. So 3 would have been top 5 2000 and then tied with Teen Wolf. Number 2 was actually Spaceballs with Pat and Brian.
Nice. That was a fantastic episode. That was so much fun.
I just remember laughing, hysterically laughing. We finished and my face hurt. Laughing so much. Okay. Now the correction on the top 5 songs of 2000, we did have a guest. I don't think I remembered to put him in the collage of the best of podcast. I should have. I feel really bad. He's our good buddy, your co-writer at some point, George Warren.
Oh my God. That's right, because it was he brought such a great perspective.
Yep.
That's
he was
right.
like, let me show you guys some pics that aren't all white people. We're like, oh my God, that's so cool.
Teach us.
Teach us everything.
Oh, good old, shout out to George. He's also styling and profiling. He's doing fantastic. He tested positive, I think, last month, and he's doing A-OK.
Okay.
So thoughts and love always go out to Mr. George Warren and his family.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, get better quick, buddy, and hopefully no lingering issues from it. That's the part that kind of scares me the most, that I've been hearing like all these things that pop up afterwards. Like people are having like brain aneurysms and some other stuff, and I guess it's COVID related. I haven't heard the science behind it entirely, but just like, geez, like what else?
Yeah, it's still scary times. It's still,
yeah,
it is what it is. I mean, it sucks. So to each and everyone out there, stay safe, wear your mask, wear your condoms, you'll be fine.
Okay. I mean, condoms can go either way, but let's talk a little bit about some of the numbers. I know when we talked at the beginning of 2020, one of our goals was we wanted to grow YouTube, right? So at the end of 2019, we were sitting at 191 subscribers on YouTube. Today, we're sitting at 381. So we have literally doubled. We added 190 this year.
Thank you. Thank you, audience.
Yep. And we were at 44,000 views on YouTube, which is incredible. Right now, if we total it up from the beginning, I know we had a massive year. I'm going to just pull up the analytics right here. This is going to go over totally smooth. I'm not rambling. 87,000.
So we're double boys.
Yeah. So 44 to 87. We doubled up. Watch time, last year, 2019, we're at 654 hours of watch time. We are now at 1.3 thousand. So we more than doubled on watch time as well.
So
which
we're
is
kind
incredible.
of a big deal. Like we're legit. Sponsors, advertisers, listeners, tell your grandma, tell her to open her pocketbook, send us all the money.
Yeah, fantastic. So I mean, our goal going into 2021, I want to see us add at least. I think I can get 200 more. So 200 more would take us to 580. Let's go ahead and just round it up. Let's push through 600 subs on YouTube. That's going to be the goal when we get to the beginning of 2022.
That means we need you guys and gals and acorns and mythical creatures to like, subscribe, and share. I mean, even if you hate us, like, share us and be like, listen to these two D-bags that just don't know crap from thunder.
These two D-bags. That's fantastic. No, we really appreciate it, and I won't get in the downloads and everything on Amazon because that stuff's all hard to track, but we'll keep that stuff internally. But I like to share the YouTube because we want to keep growing the YouTube. I think that's eventually where this podcast will live on long after we're gone. So that's up there for life. It is what it is. Look at your hair. Awful.
Awful
What?
nothing.
No.
My hair looks fine. Let's go back to the fact that you're talking about us dying.
No, it's like it could be shortly for you, but I mean, it could be like 40, 50 years down the road, man.
Crickets.
Yeah,
That's
as
what
Chevy
you get
Chase
then.
once said, God rest his soul. Dead. I mean, he's not dead, but gone, long gone. He's history.
Oh.
All right. Let's kick off January with a bang, man. Let's dive into it. We're going to need to lay down some groundwork for what we're going to talk about this month. I sent you a text. I'm going to throw this out there as a choice. If you don't like it, you can throw it right on back. I think we should head to Okinawa. I think we should revisit Karate Kid Part 2, Miyagi-san.
Done. It's done. It's a deal. It needs to be for two reasons. I think Karate Kid is a fantastic franchise. Cobra Kai is an excellent show, and the connection and everything that they're bringing up in they do an excellent job in the show of sort of establishing the points from the original trilogy. Hilary Swank, you do not count. Jaden Smith, you do not count. And two, that brings us one step closer to Karate Kid Part 3, which is my favorite in the franchise, with one of the best, second best to Packard Walsh and The Wraith. Sorry, Chris Clues. We can argue it out one more time this year, as we tend to do on best movie villains. And Terry Silver is definitely up there, and I can't wait till we get to discuss in Dynacorp.
Oh, interesting. Terry Silver, you say? Okay. Well, we should table the Terry Silver talk for now. Revisit that shortly. But yeah, no, I love Karate Kid Part 2. I had actually watched. You're probably not watching these shows, but I geek out for like these documentary, long form interview, podcast type things. But there's a channel called Reunited Apart. Have you heard of that?
Can probably piece together what it's about from the title.
So it's done by Josh. Gad. Josh Gad. And he picks like all these amazing movies. He did Goonies. He did Ferris Bueller's Day Off. I mean, he's done some really good Reunited ones. He started season 2 with Wayne's World, which was incredible, and then episode 2 was actually The Karate Kid. But he also had cast in there from Karate Kid Part 2, which was really cool because I was like already thinking maybe that's the movie we should do, with the new episode being out on Netflix. And the writer was like, listen, I was a karate dork. Like, he's like, I wanted us to go Okinawa because of the lineage of the karate. He's like, it's a legit thing. And yeah, I'm excited for us to get into that movie. I watched it recently. I still think it holds up. I do think it is a little slow in some parts, but I also think Karate Kid is too in some parts. So We're gonna have some amazing montages. We're gonna have a lot of Miyagi, and of course, you got Daniel, the 25-year-old teenager.
No, I think I'm right with you. It's been a minute since I've seen the second movie. I, for what it's worth, don't remember it as good as, in my opinion, the first movie or the third movie, because I think that when you take the Karate Kid out of the tournament and you put him as a fish out of water somewhere else, it's just it's harder to necessarily like reflect and relate to it, which in watching Cobra Kai season 1, 2, and 3, I think that the show takes a lot of the same beats from the trilogy and how they're displaying things and how they're laying it out and how they're building and developing characters. And I think season 2, in my opinion, is probably of Cobra Kai. That is my least favorite so far, and Karate Kid 2 is my least. But that's not fair to say. Like least favorite makes it sound bad, but it's very good.
Okay. Yeah, so I'll be excited to dive into that one with you. We need to think of some top 5. So obviously we'll do the teaser trailer. Obviously, I think we should go ahead and put up the retro Karate Kid episode.
Yes.
So we can revisit that before the full episode drops, and probably just do the teaser trailer with it too. Because I remember the numbers for this movie are pretty crazy. So I think it'd be good to just drop both of those as retros. And then let's think of some top 5. So what do we want to go along with it? I'll look up some facts on Karate Kid while you're jostling around in your little pea brain there, thinking of some ideas.
Man, why my pea brain? Why are you just blatantly attacking me? Like, what's the need of what you just said?
Why have you been frozen on Skype for 5 minutes? I don't know.
Why does that make me a pea brain? What am I, a freaking Goomba from Super Mario Brothers?
In our archives, great episode.
Goomba.
Goombas. Oh, I don't know. It popped in my head. I said it. Maybe I have the pea brain.
Oh, you got pea nutsack at least.
Okay. There we go. So this Karate Kid came out in 1986. So obviously we've got some really good movies from that year. We've also probably got some good music from that year as well. Where do you want to take this thing?
I can't for the life of me pick a song or a movie out from 1986 without looking something up. To begin with, I want to say that we may be following the pattern that we established in 2020, where we do top 5 movies from 86 and top 5 songs might be a good way to go.
Okay.
And keep it simple that way. I mean, another option, we can do a top 5 karate movies. We can talk about Blood Spores in our archives with Big Ben. I love that episode still. That was a fantastically fun episode. Surf Ninjas, Three Ninjas, Three Ninjas 2, Three Ninjas 3, Three Ninjas High Mountain, obviously.
TMNT 3.
I mean, there's actually calm down. We've only done the first Turtle movies, right? The first Turtle with
we've only done
Wes.
one. Yeah, we need the revisit number 2. Probably bring Wes back on for that one. But here, just to throw out a couple good ones from 1986 for you: Top Gun, Back to School, Aliens, Ferris Bueller's Day Off, which we haven't done yet, Cobra, Short Circuit, Rocky 4. Yeah. There's some Pretty in Pink, a little John Hughes. Yeah, I mean, there's some great movies in 1986.
We are doing top movies of 86. That's a competitive list.
Okay. I love it. I'll be interested to see what the songs are. We'll have to get Anna back for that, because she does every music one and it kills on download. So
no, she's chomping at the bit to get back on for an episode. So let's pencil her in for sure. And
I'm not penciling Anna. That's inappropriate.
Okay, come on, man. You have to. There's children that listen to this. There's 5-year-old children that drive their car to work and listen to us.
Uh-huh.
Do you not remember that episode of Rugrats where they envision themselves as adults and they're just like their baby heads in suits?
I definitely do.
Good,
Okay.
good man.
Ooh, 86 has got some good songs in here.
I'm good with.
This could be tough. Well, Lionel Richie for you.
Baltimore.
Some Boston. Who doesn't love Boston? Madonna. I'm definitely not picking that song. But Peter Gabriel. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We got some good stuff in here.
All right,
Mr. Mister.
Mister.
No, well, that's from the movie. No, so yeah, Walk This Way, Run DMC, and Aerosmith. Holy smokes. Okay,
Robert
cool.
Palmer's Addicted to Love.
I like this. I like where we're going with this. By the way, have we talked since the passing of Sean Connery? Did that happen after we recorded the last episode?
Oh my God. I think we did touch on that. Man, that was a sad sort of event. He October 31st. So yeah, we definitely did.
Okay.
He died on Halloween. Oh.
Well, it's been long enough. Can I get a money pushy?
Money pushy.
Okay.
I'll see you in heaven, money pushy.
Well played. We got to get some more Walken on here. So let's make sure we find Walken movies as we go through this 2021 list.
Yeah, Kyle, I want to be included here on the podcast.
God dang it! Every time you get me,
You love it.
I can't not smile when you do it.
That's what she said.
Well, that's what she said. Okay, well, I'm going through his IMDb. There's some stuff in there. We'll find a spot. But yeah, that's it, man. We'll wrap up episode 1 of season 5, which is like episode 340 for the podcast. And we will plan to talk with you guys not this week, but the week after. We'll have the retro episodes dropping this coming week. And then we'll be back with top 5 movies from 1986. Top 5 songs of 1986, the Karate Kid Part 2 teaser trailer, and then to end the month, Karate Kid Part 2. And you've got, what's today? Today is the 5th. That means you've got at least 20, probably 22, 23 days to get on to Netflix right now. Watch the new season. We're probably going to be dropping some spoilers, so get yourselves caught up, and let's have some fun, man.
Love it so much, Kyle. It's so good to be back in the groove with you. You look great, by the way. We're on video for those of you that are checking us out on YouTube. I look like a homeless guy that lives in a van down by the river. Kyle, on the other hand, his hair is well placed, his beard is well trimmed, and look at that Indiana sun going on at 10:40 p.m.
Yeah, I forgot I even had this on, but no, it's true. I mean, you do look like a dishwasher at a Mexican restaurant, but no, it's totally fine, man. You look great. I'm glad you're doing well, and yeah, I look forward to an amazing month of podcast and in a fantastic year.
Love it. That's I will say just real quick to just insert something in there when she's not looking or expecting it. I appreciate the compliment about me looking like a dishwasher. If you remember.
On fire tonight, huh?
Yeah, there you go. You hate me. He hate me.
He hate me.
He hate
XFL.
Before my senior year, your junior year of college, I didn't cut my hair for about a year, and then I didn't shave for about 8 months. And I showed up to do a coaching camp this summer before we reported for 2 days. And Hayda took one look at me and said, "You look like a chain-smoking asshole." I was like, "Thanks. Nice to see you too, coach."
I think, thank you. Except he had like that southern voice, so he would have sounded something like this. You look like a chain smoking asshole. Pardon my French.
So your insult, I think, takes second place to Daryl Dustin Hayter.
Shout out to him wherever he's at. Probably getting fired from a new job. What? That's rude. That's so rude. Okay, well, let's get to the plugs, man. So thank you guys for listening. Make sure you are subscribing to the podcast, Apple Podcast, Spotify, Google Podcast, Amazon Music, YouTube, and you can follow us on social media at Back in Time Pod, Twitter, Instagram. We're on Facebook. Search Back in Time Podcast. If you have any ideas for 2021, maybe you want to be a guest, you're a longtime listener, hit us up on social media or shoot us an email, backintimepodcast@gmail.com. I'm pretty sure that thing still works, but I will be checking that periodically. And that's it, man. This is the Back in Time Podcast. Kyle and JD, we're signing out. We will talk to you guys in a couple weeks. See ya.
Daniel-san is bitch.